Next for Tale of Two Cities. 80 years ago today, an aeroplane took off from Liverpool Airport bound for Dublin for the very first time. Since then, as we know, millions of passengers have made the trip each way, but today that flight was remembered at a very different looking Liverpool John Lennon Airport. A wonderful vintage plane was flown over from Ireland for the special event, and climbing aboard were our correspondent Andy Bonner and cameraman Paul Hilton.
This was no ordinary arrival. Taxiing to meet us at Liverpool Airport, the de Havilland DH-84 Dragon. 80 years ago today, the scene to waiting passengers would have been exactly the same. This was the first type of plane to run between Liverpool and Dublin, a route still operating today. And I will never again complain about modern aircraft after getting into this 7-seater biplane.
Not many people get this opportunity. 1936, biplane, There's not very many people. I feel very lucky. The guys who maintained it, they treat it like a baby. We're just the lucky guys that get to fly it.
The original plane was lost in the war, but this marvellously refurbished aircraft is still flying 80 years on. It might be warm and cramped, but it's still graceful in the air.
We are literally just flying over the Liver building now. It is incredible to think that 80 years ago, virtually to this very moment, the first passengers from Dublin on an Aer Lingus flight were coming into land here in Liverpool. It's incredible.
Liverpool Airport itself has a long and illustrious history. When this film was taken in the 60s, it had already been welcoming flights for more than 35 years.
You look how technology moves on, you look at the other aircraft here on the apron today, but that's still a very, very special piece of kit, and lovely that so many people have had the chance to fly in it today.
Also on board today, the airport's oldest worker. At 80, Cliff is as old as the plane.
Very good experience, a good day to remember. It's quite amazing the change between what we've got now and what they had 80 years ago is just something else.
To think that this would have been up in the skies,
Yeah.
you know, when you were a little boy.
It's a state of the art in its day. I'm quite nostalgic, really. It takes me back in time.
The airline still operates daily flights between Liverpool and Dublin. It may be somewhat more comfortable and take half the time to cross the Irish Sea, but they still use propellers, just like in 1936. Andy Bonner, ITV News, Liverpool.